Hi there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators. This is my cat Tito. And today I'm going to be ranking the 7 Harry Potter books from 7th to 1st. Well, the wands in the Harry Potter series look a lot like sticks, so I thought I'd use a pencil because they both come from wood. Same thing, but... And Dixon Ticonderogas are the wands of the pencil world. But I'm going to be ranking the 7 Harry Potter books from 7th to 1st. Even though there is a 7th in the ranking, all of them are of great quality. The lowest rating I gave any book in the Harry Potter series was 4 stars, so the entire series is good, and to say that a book is my 7th favorite by no means would mean that it was I think least would be too strong of a word, but it's probably the word that fits the most. But I thought I would begin with number 7, and I would say that the book that finished in 7th for me in the Harry Potter series was The Chamber of Secrets. It was the 2nd book in the series, and to me it just seemed to continue on with the routine of Harry Potter going to Hogwarts and his adventures that he has while attending the wizarding school. He comes across different challenges and issues during that book, but to me they don't resonate in having as much of a greater impact throughout the rest of the series. Number 6 would be The Deathly Hallows, which usually the last book in the series finishes with a great impact, but I think as much as Harry Potter was setting up for a very strong finish, I just thought I would remind you that this ranking is subject to spoilers, but Harry Potter's skirmish with Voldemort was very uneventful and very, it was just very, it just flew by, and that was that. And I also didn't like the fact that Severus Snape is seen as being a martyr, because I feel that Snape did what he did because he loved Harry Potter's mother, Lily. I don't feel that he was doing anything to save Harry Potter. He just wanted to jump on the opportunity to be with his mom. So I feel that seeing him as being, I think that, and Snape as a character in the series was miserable, bitter, and would do everything he could to provide benefits for his house, Slytherin, and bring down Harry Potter and the rest of Gryffindor. So, 100 points off of Snape's reputation. In 5th place, I would rank The Prisoner of Azkaban, which I was looking at my review book of how I rated books, and I read all of the Harry Potter books back in 2011, and I thought I had Prisoner of Azkaban up 1, but I had it down in 5th, but I think that it was a bit of an advance from Chamber of Secrets, where the hurdles were a bit more crucial for Harry Potter and for those around him, but the whole story of Tom Riddle, the introduction of his godfather, Sirius Black, the fact that Sirius Black was Harry's godfather, and actually somebody, while not a blood relative, was somebody that really had some kind of not too close of a connection, but a close enough connection, and someone that actually cared for Harry was introduced to the story itself, because we all know that the Dursleys found Harry to be disposable and felt that he was nothing more than extra luggage to their family, and they made sure that he knew of it. But I think that one of the big moments was when Harry could not get permission to go to Hogsmeade during that year, but then ultimately Sirius Black signed the permission slip. I thought that that was a memorable moment. But he was always on the run, and eventually saw his demise in the Order of the Phoenix, the fifth book in the series. But the number 4 book is the very first book in the series, The Sorcerer's Stone, according to the American tongue, and The Philosopher's Stone, according to the British tongue. Sorcerer's Stone, I think, was just a great way to introduce Harry Potter and to kick off the series. It was probably the most simple for what it was worth, and I think that it did a great job laying out Harry Potter, his miserable years with the Dursleys, and how Hagrid came and brought him into Hogwarts, introducing friends in Ron and Hermione, enemies in Draco Malfoy and Snape, their Professor McGonagall, the head teacher for Gryffindor, Dumbledore, the headmaster of the school, everything, all of those, all of that was laid out very well. But I don't think it was the one that highly resonated the most, so I have it right in the middle at number 4. Number 3, I have The Order of the Phoenix, which had a strong enough story, and it really began the darker moments of the series. It also introduced my absolute least favorite character in the series in Dolores Umbridge. To me, she is the Nancy Pelosi of Harry Potter's world, because she causes a great deal of burden for Harry Potter and the rest of everyone that's not in Slytherin. And while she goes away from Hogwarts, she remains a member of their authoritative board, so she never really goes away. And I think the same can be said about Nancy Pelosi. But I also feel that at this point in time, we get a far more honest layout about what Harry Potter has in store for him in this particular book. Number 2, I have The Half-Blood Prince, which does an excellent job laying out with all of the details that are going to conclude the series. I think the major moment is the death of Dumbledore and how he manipulated Snape into how he manipulated Snape into killing him. Draco Malfoy was also he tried to get him to do it as well, but Draco was a chicken swat, which he was a Draco to me was all about a front, but he was merely chicken swat as far as big moments were concerned. The Half-Blood Prince is also when everything really starts to come into shape, and especially with the dark side per se closing in on Harry, particularly Snape becoming the defense against the dark arts instructor, and how Dumbledore has all of this planned out, only leading to his own demise, which and then at the end it sets itself up for Deathly Hallows. And I read Half-Blood Prince very quickly, and I feel that it really set itself up for I think that it made me really excited to read the Deathly Hallows. I had an exciting time reading it, but it just, the way the Deathly Hallows ended, it just ended. So, that was that. But, number one on my list, I think you can narrow it down. My favorite book in the Harry Potter series is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. The fourth book in the series, and for so many reasons. The Goblet of Fire strays away from the rituals that were set during the first three books in the series. We begin with Harry going with Hermione and Ron and the Weasley family to the Quidditch World Cup. And then instead of a traditional school year, the Triwizard tournaments take place, which provides us with so much depth into the world of wizarding, and the fact that I took part in tournaments during high school. It wasn't a Triwizard tournament, but the whole idea of intense but yet friendly competition was really engaging to me. It didn't necessarily end very friendly because it set itself up for the dark things that were to come. I feel that the Goblet of Fire was the turning point for the series, and the major turning point was the death of Cedric Diggory, who was a Hufflepuff student at Hogwarts. But Harry also comes face to face with the actual Voldemort for the first time in the Goblet of Fire, even if it was a different kind of vision. But I feel that the Goblet of Fire was. I feel that everything came together the best in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which makes it my favorite book in the series. But Harry Potter series is one that has caught the most attention for all the right reasons. It was very well fleshed out. J.K. Rowling put together such a great, not just doing a great job with the character development, but giving them a very well fleshed out world to live in. The Muggle world and also the Wizarding world. And to this day, she is still fleshing out their world. Some of which is highly admired. Other times, it's arguably a little overboard, but that's up for debate. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you check out some more videos on our channel. And for now, and as always, I encourage you to keep reading.